Well, here we go again. 2 days ago, we were here for Ozzy Osbourne. And now, the immortal Hulk Hogan, brother. Going to be joined by my good friend Zeus from the Shout It OutloudCast, the #1 Kiss podcast. And of course, Dorm Damage. And we have a fun conversation reliving the immortal Hulk Hogan, the Incredible Hulk Hogan. Half of it is me spent explaining to Zeus about his run in the AWA, because I think that's a very, very, very important part of his career. That's where he became the Incredible Hulk Hogan. That's where he became Hulk Hogan. There's that. But talk about his importance to the game and all that kind of stuff. So we just jumped right into it. So before we go to you know what's coming, make sure you sign up for the Patreon. Audio shows are ad-free and usually up a day before, sometimes 2 days before it goes out free to the world with ads, those annoying ads. And then they also get the video before everybody else as well. So go ahead, patreon.com/RealIzzyPresley. It's only $5 a month. That's all. That's it. That's all you need. It's right there. It's good. And you get a bunch of different shows, up to 5 shows a week for just the Patreon folks. Oh, exclusive content, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. You know how that works. Everything else, dude, izzypresley.com. Just hit the socials, Real Izzy Presley, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the way across the board. The TikTok, I got some stuff up on the TikTok. And there it is. Facebook page, another effing. But yeah, look, you know it all. I'm gonna shut up. I'm going to goddamn gonna crack one for the working man. I'm gonna crack one for the big brother in the sky, brother. Cheers. Rest well, Hulkster. Here come the bells.
Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
Truly a sight to behold. The man beat the once great champ, now a study in moppishness. No longer the victory-hungry stallion we've raced so many times before, but a pathetic, washed-up, aged ex-champion.
All right, let's go.
I think you know the guy. And I think you know him pretty damn well. His name is
Izzy Presley.
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 What's my name? Say my name, bitch!
My good friend.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley. Ouch!
Izzy Presley. Whoa, that sounds a little weird.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley, the heaviest, girthiest rock DJ around.
Hey, this is Jeff LeBar. You listen to Izzy Presley. Those aren't pillows.
Hello, Las Vegas. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you. Always good to be seeing Izzy Presley again this week. This is getting brutal. There's no reason to keep doing this. You heard the 10-bell salute at the top of the show. You know what happened. We always do the 10-bell salute when somebody very important to us dies, and we, of course, just lost the immortal Hulk Hogan. 71 years old, and Zeus from Shout It OutloudCast and Dorm Damage is with me tonight because I know I almost hit him up about Ozzy, but I figured they're gonna do an Ozzy show because it was earlier.
That was
in the week.
that was a little late for me.
Yeah,
this is about 10. That was at 11.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I was mentally exhausted from looking at everything about Ozzy, reading about Ozzy. It's the same thing today.
Yeah.
All I've done for hours is just look at what everyone's saying in social media and all the comments and stuff. It's surreal. It really is
surreal.
It
really is. And I tell you what, though, the one, the only good thing about both of these things that have happened, and Theo, for that matter, Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner, it wasn't at the level that Hogan and Ozzy, was
But
at.
he was as far as our childhood. Was there anything bigger than the Cosby Show?
No, it was huge. It was huge.
Yeah.
It was absolutely huge. But the one bright spot is it took politics out of your timeline for about 8 hours.
Oh no, that's the worst part about it, because when you get a breather, like outside of the Hogan or the Ozzy comment, it's Epstein shit, fucking nonstop.
Yeah,
so
course.
it's like,
of course,
it's like, what the? Hey, did the Red Sox play tonight? I don't see any of that shit. Like, what's the score?
Right.
It's just drowned out by all this stuff.
When did Hogan come into your life? Because I know you're not a huge fan of the 80s stuff because it's too slow for you, if I remember this conversation correctly.
You're thinking of somebody else.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's your co-host. But
I don't even think he was he was a wrestling fan like everybody was in the 80s.
Right.
But he drifted off like afterwards.
Okay.
He didn't stick with it. He was a young kid wrestling fan like everybody was. But wrestling for me, it's quite simple. I actually made a post about it. I've talked about it many times. My parents came over on the boat. My grandfather was like in his 60s, retired. When I'd go to visit him, all he would watch is wrestling and Westerns. Didn't need to speak the language. He didn't. That's the good guy in the Western. That's the bad guy. John Wayne movies, all that shit. That's what he loved. And the other was wrestling.
Yeah.
That SOB grandfather of mine found every little like UHF channel to find every wrestling. Like he was watching like Georgia wrestling and Ric Flair and all that stuff. He found them.
Wow.
Whatever time it was, he found it. But, obviously being from Boston, we had WWF.
Right.
So we grew up there. So I learned wrestling from my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest fan. And I always tell the story about my dad, who was just like constantly like pulling his hair out to his father, being like, Dad, this is fake. And my grandfather, shut up. That's not fake. Look at him. He's hitting him with the chair. Oh, no, this is real. Like it was just a constant back and forth. My dad never got into it, hated it. I sat there like glued to it. And then I'll never forget, I don't know how he did it. Like I said, he didn't speak the language, old guy. Brought us to Madison Square Garden. We saw Jimmy Snuka against his manager. He turned on Lou Albano and fought him in a steel cage, and saw him jump off the steel cage and splash.
Wait,
Albano.
he did that twice? He did that
he did
twice?
it, yeah. When they fought, he fought him in Boston Garden.
Oh, Boston Garden,
off,
okay.
Yeah, and he went off the cage and splashed Albano.
Okay, because the classic one that everybody knows is when he did it to Morocco in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
so the Boston
that was they were doing
Boston,
dark matches and shit like that back then.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So the Boston Garden one
stuff.
that would have just been like a regular house show. So that's why.
It was like that's all they had was house shows, right?
Yeah.
There was no WrestleMania back then,
right? But there was still TV. I mean, they would still
but those were squash matches
that
were on Saturday morning.
Not necessarily, because I watched the Snuka Morocco match on USA Network.
I didn't see it. All I remember
I watched Hogan beat Iron Sheik,
King Kong Bundy against SD Special Delivery Jones on Saturday morning.
Tony Garcia.
Yeah. Just beat down. Oh,
Jose
my grandfather
Luis
also
Rivera.
loved Tony Guerrera. Now, he liked him.
Guerrera. That's
he
what I
liked
meant.
Tony Guerrera because he got and then Tony Guerrera partnered up with Rick Martel, and they were tag team champs for a little bit.
That's right.
So
I got into
wrestling then.
Tito Santana.
Wrong.
Tito
Rick
Santana
Martel.
was
Rick Martel was tag team partners with Tony Guerrera, and they were tag team champs for a little bit until I believe it was Mr. Saito and Mr. Fuji with the salt in the eyes, and then they won it.
Maybe that was before Martel went to the AWA.
He was
that could be.
He was in WWF for a little bit, and then with Guerrera. Then he left. Then he came back as the model.
Well, that's when he teamed up with Tito Santana. Then they broke up, and that's when he became the model.
Okay, but it was the second stint.
Second run.
Yes,
Yes. Because I knew Martel from when he was in the AWA as the champion. So, now that's where I come from. Now, I grew up watching Hogan become the Incredible Hulk Hogan, because he wasn't really anybody before he went to the AWA, and Vern created this fucking character, and which turned into the biggest thing wrestling has ever seen, which is basically what made wrestling, what it was. That's what, Vince expanding, and that's what he needed. And Hogan was the guy. I mean, they always talk about Dusty Rhodes. They wanted it to be Dusty Rhodes if it wasn't Hogan, but they don't reach that success with Dusty Rhodes as much as I love Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, it's all Hogan. Oh, yeah. And then the funny part is with his dad firing Hogan. If you do Rocky III, you're fired. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And his son's like, and that's when Vince brought that, which still stands to this day. Never say no, never with Vince. He'll bring anybody back.
Right.
And he brought Hogan back. I remembered watching the Hogan Sheik match. I remember watching Sheik beat good old Bob Backlund. I'm just going to try. Oh, shucks. And then finally you got a big, good guy. All the big guys are usually bad guys, except for Andre. So now you got a big, good guy. And when he beat Sheik and he was the, Hulkamania and stuff, nothing changed. When he, and obviously we're jumping around a lot here, but when he beat and slammed Andre, my grandfather had a tough life. Orphaned. He had a twin. His parents, brothers, sisters, all murdered in what's now present day Turkey in a war between Greeks and Turks. Then all murdered, hopped in a boat, sent over, escaped with his life, came and was a bricklayer in Greece. Only imagine what a fucking hard life that is.
Yeah, right.
Got cancer, smoked, had about 10 heart attacks. Only time, and I'll never forget, the biggest smile he ever had on his face is watching Hogan beat Andre, and when he slammed him. I don't remember that man laughing and have many just joyous moments in his life. Hulk Hogan did that for my grandfather. Wow. His favorite wrestler.
Well, that's
fucking
how
loved him.
That's how big it, but I mean, a lot of people don't realize this. I mean, like pure wrestling tards like us do, but that Hogan did that before. He slammed
a lot.
Andre
Other
before.
people have slammed Andre before.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've been seeing posts today like the only time Andre the Giant has been. But no, fuck you. Hogan did it at Shea Stadium.
Other people have slammed Andre before too. But back then Andre got really big and slamming and made it a little bit different.
Right.
But I will tell you, and this is the thing that fucking annoys me more than anything. All these like new wrestling fans that are into the gymnastic wrestling. I'm going to do a Swanton bomb. You mean you barely touched him with your head and that knocked that guy out? Hulk Hogan told a story.
Yeah.
When you were young and then he would be down and then he does the 3-arm thing. And then the third time he lifts his arm up and he hulks up, throws him off the rope, gives him the big boot, goes on, does the leg drop. I don't give a shit. It got you every fucking time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He knew how to tell a story.
I tell you what, though,
did it better.
I tell you what, though, I think the thing that what made Hogan, Vern obviously had a lot to do with it, but that run that he had with Nick Bockwinkel. Because Bockwinkel, I mean, I don't know how much you know about the AWA. If you've watched a little bit,
I've heard of Nick Bockwinkel. He's one of those old school guys.
Yeah, but he was one of those guys that was champion for years, and he was hated. hated
No,
Bobby
but he was
Heenan.
part of that the territory kind of champions.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was one of
absolutely.
them. Yeah.
And if you guys love talkers, go back and watch some of those AWA Bockwinkel Heenan promos with Mean Gene. You unfucking untouchable. But when Hogan was working with Bockwinkel and Heenan, you know, the fucking people that, you know, because we all know it's the bad guys, the heels, that's the people that draw people into the arena because people want to see them get their ass kicked. But Hogan was so white hot because of this thing with Bockwinkel. That's what put him over the edge. And then he went under the Saito thing, and then, you know, then he went off to the WWF. But like, you know, I sent you that match earlier. I'm sure you didn't watch it because I'm sure you don't have time.
I had a Patreon video chat tonight. We went for a couple hours earlier.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But if you have a chance, go back and watch this match. It was Super Sunday, 1983, April 24th. And so this is after Hogan had did Rocky 3. So Hogan's entrance music was Eye of the Tiger. And I think he used that in WWF until they came out with the record, and that's when Real American came.
Yeah, the Real Americans was used by Wyndham in Rotundo.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And then he took it.
Yeah. So Bockwinkel and Heenan come out first. We're talking St. Paul Civic Center sold out to the fucking rafters. The smaller arena next door, the Roy Wilkins Auditorium, sold out with closed circuit for what's going on in the big arena. Heenan and Bockwinkel come in to the heat, then that fucking music hits, and that, I swear to God, Zeus, that might be one of the loudest pops I've ever heard in my life. And when Hogan beat him 1, 2, 3 in the center of the ring, that was even louder. And then, you know, when they reversed the decision because Hogan threw him over the top rope by accident, you know, automatically disqualified. You want to talk about heat. But Hogan, actually, I sell these shirts. I have these shirts for sale because Hogan, and I've had him up there for a few years. It's not like I just made him today. Hogan is wearing a shirt that on the front is just black and with white letters. On the front, it says, "We want the belt." On the back, it says, "We want it now." I haven't sold any, but they're there if you want one. You know,
no problem. Yeah, plug away.
But yeah, so it's like I just wanted to kind of give a backstory for, you know, people that Hogan came into their life in the WWF or even the NWO thing, you know.
That was just a whole different thing. The fact is, I would say for wrestling, the two biggest impact, I know the Attitude Era, other eras and stuff. It's Hogan's run in the 80s with WWF, and then the NWO are the two biggest, like, eyeball attention, everything. Nothing compares to it. The only thing that I would say that might do something of it is the fact that when WCW was winning, Stone Cold brought people back to WWF.
Right.
Right. And that run that he had for a little while there. But the two biggest thing to me is Hulk Hogan creating Hulkamania, which came out first, then WrestleMania.
Yep.
And then Hulk Hogan and the whole NWO, which was the coolest fucking thing until they had like 40 members.
Right.
There, you know.
Well, I mean, you can argue that Hogan has the top two moments that changed the sport of professional wrestling.
Beating the Iron Sheik in wrestling, yeah.
And
beating the Iron Sheik at the beach. Yeah.
Yep. And then Bash at the beach.
No. I wouldn't even say that. I would say him slamming in Andre is the most popular moment. Actually, you could throw a couple there. You could throw that.
You know why I don't say that? Because if they don't have him come in and beat the Iron Sheik, there's no WrestleMania 3.
I get it, but everybody knows if you say Hogan slamming Andre, that's the moment in wrestling. So you can say that, or how about the NWO Bash at the Beach?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I said. That was the other one. The heel turn.
Absolutely.
And it's so funny because look, you go back and watch
and the
that.
last one you could actually throw in might be the biggest moment because I've been seeing it online. Everything. The loudest ovation of all time was him and The Rock.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's the greatest thing because he actually gives The Rock credit and says, we got in there. I'm not supposed to be the face,
Right.
you
right.
know, and the crowd just changed. What do we do with this? And him and The Rock winged it and changed everything. Now the moves that I'm doing are babyface moves, and you're doing
Yep.
the heel moves.
Yep.
And you know, even though he lost that match, he was so over.
Oh yeah.
They had to break up the NWO and bring Hogan, red and
Oh yeah.
and yellow back.
There was a private jet that flew to Tampa to get his red and yellow gear. Because why would he bring it? He wouldn't need it. It was such a huge moment that they had to do it.
They had to bring it back. And so think about, all right, so let's say you disagree. Maybe you want to put in Stone Cold versus McMahon in one match, or a couple other things here and there. I would say at least 4 of the biggest moments in wrestling are Hogan, and the top 10,
Oh yeah.
maybe top 5
Absolutely. Absolutely.
are Hogan.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, before Hogan, it was territories.
There was nothing like Hulk Hogan, but it also worked because McMahon. And what I really
yeah.
I want to talk about this too. Did you see what McMahon wrote?
No, I didn't.
You haven't seen his post yet?
I did not.
Oh, wow. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up. And I had to, retweet it because, it was just, whoa, this means a lot. So his statement is this: the world lost a treasure to, mind you, McMahon hasn't made any statements because of his problems these days.
Right.
But he wrote, the world lost a treasure today. Hulk Hogan was the greatest WWE superstar in capital letters all time. So that to me means more than any fucking wrestling critic, any of these new fucking wrestling fans, any of these people bitching about Hogan stale or the Bret Harts of this world. None other than Vince McMahon says that he is the greatest WWE superstar of all time.
But of course, he has to say superstar. He can't say the greatest professional wrestler of all time. He has to say superstar.
Because it's his brand to call somebody a superstar. Is someone who was loved and admired around the world. He was a trailblazer, the first performer who transitioned from being a wrestling star into a global phenomenon. His grit, unbridled thirst for success were unparalleled, made him the consummate performer. He gave everything he had to the audience, whom he appreciated, respected, and loved. He leaves us one of his favorite expressions: train, take your vitamins, and say your prayers. Today we pray for him.
Wow, that's fucking gold. That's gold.
Yeah, Sting put something, they called him the greatest of all. And had an image of him shaking. Oh, and then Ric Flair is crying like a kid that lost his dog all over the internet, crying about Hogan. And I love it because he was like saying that, people always try to make them out to be like hating each other. Mm-hmm. And that he tells stories about how many times Hogan came to him when they thought he was dead and prayed for him, or that he lent him money, or that he helped his son out financially when he needed help. Like all that aspect. All right. There's that elephant in the room about Hogan saying those racist comments and stuff.
Right.
Supposedly he found God.
Yeah.
Made his, said his, asked for forgiveness and did it. To some, you'll never be forgiven for saying that. Okay.
Right.
But, now's not the time to be bringing that shit up and shit on his family.
I fucking hate that. It's like, look, somebody died. They have a family. And this isn't like a mass murderer. This is Hulk.
Let's put his worst moment up and discuss it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, everybody says about how he, fiddles the truth about everything for years about his history and everything, but I don't give a fuck. It just
Hogan's in business for Hogan. Hogan's in business for making money, and all the promoters fucking loved him. And my favorite thing is Heenan, who never really loved Hogan. I saw a clip on a YouTube clip where it's just like, Hogan would work with anybody if he could make money. You know why he didn't want to work Bret Hart? Because he couldn't make money with him. Right. So I'm sorry.
Right. Well, that was funny. I was gonna say when we were talking about Bash at the Beach, I mean, which brings us back to the AWA, and the WWF. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but when Hogan comes out, now, the announcers didn't know. It was Hogan, Hall and Nash, and I think Sting, and maybe the ref. I think that's all that knew, and obviously Bischoff, what was going to happen. Hogan comes out and Bischoff talks about it. I was like, yeah, I wish he wouldn't have said that. But you hear Heenan go, but what side is he on? What side is he on? And, Dusty's, oh, don't you? That's Hulk Hogan. It's like, I've known him forever. Yeah. He's been like this forever. It's, dude, it's so funny how, like, for me, that takes it all the way back to the beginning. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I just love it because I look at it as like a bunch of fucking haters that couldn't achieve his success.
Mm-hmm.
And, he buried people. He did that. Shut the fuck up. He wasn't the owner of the company.
Right.
So when he goes to WCW and he has creative control, God bless him. He earned it.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not going to have him lose to fucking Billy Kidman.
Right.
Remember the fucking new blood shit in WCW tried to do? Oh, they're fucking holding us down. I should have beat Hogan. Dude, shut the fuck up. You're not taking Hogan and losing to a 175-pound mid-carder. Get the fuck out of here. Unless it's a gimmick or like one of those storyline shit. You're not losing to him in a straight match. I'm sorry.
No, exactly.
And all these people that, he buried him. He didn't want to work with him. Why? How many times did he give up and have somebody lost to Goldberg? Here you go. There's the torch. He lost the Ultimate Warrior. Here you go. Here's the torch. I'm sorry if those guys couldn't carry it. You know, and there's only a few like Hulk Hogan. Why do you think they fucking put him on top? Because he sold. He sold tickets. He entertained everybody.
Right. And you know what the fucking encore of every one of those shows was? The posing and the crowd just going fucking bananas. It's like that was the only way. That's how they ended those shows, because that sold tickets.
I think one of the things that, if you talk about wrestling, what is one of the favorite things that you like? I think one of the favorite things that I like is something's going on in the ring and then boom, the music hits.
Yeah.
Stone Cold's glass breaking.
Yep.
Holy shit. When you're not expecting
my God, King. My God. The Austin's here, King. It's the rattlesnake, King. My God.
When his music fucking hit. Dan, 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 dan. And all of a sudden the crowd comes in and he's fucking pointing his finger and doing his thing coming down the aisle. I'm sorry. It gives me goosebumps.
Yeah. It's entertainment at its finest. I mean, there's just no way to top it. And it's just, the bottom line is, without Hulk Hogan, we're not sitting here having a conversation about professional wrestling.
No.
No,
absolutely not. There's nothing like it. As I said, he can entertain. My grandfather couldn't speak a lick of English just by visually watching him. The faces he would make, and when he get hit after hulking up, and he'd do the fucking wagging the finger, no, and then he'd block it. I mean, I know his moves right now. Block it, then hit him, throw the guy off, big leg, drop, and then boom, here's the pin. I don't give a fuck.
Have you ever watched like any of his Japanese matches?
No, I've heard about it. Like, listen. I like watching wrestling as it's happening, not knowing. I don't go back and watch old matches. I just don't. That's not my thing.
Well, it's
you know what I mean? Like I've seen stuff. If anything, I like watching the conversations and the what do you call it? The promos.
Yeah.
And what I especially love is the funny ones. People that have charisma can keep people fucking laughing. Our buddy Jericho is fantastic at it. The Rock, or there's a great promo when The Rock and Hogan team up, and then Kane comes out, and then Kane does the Rock voice, and he does the fucking Hogan promo too. What you gonna do, Hogan?
Yep.
When the Canaanites, and they're all like Canaanites, and like shit like that. I fucking love. Or Goldust stuff with The Rock.
Oh God,
like
so good.
And Rock is like, dude, stop touching yourself. Well, stop doing that. Ooh, one of my creepy. Yeah.
One of my favorite ones is when the NWO showed up the first time in the WWE, and they're backstage with The Rock, and they asked him for a photo
picture with The Rock. Yeah, for your son, no problem.
Hey,
I fucking
Razor
Chico.
Ramon.
He goes, hey, you, Chico.
Yeah.
And you,
Razor
Big
Ramon.
Diesel.
You. Big, Big Daddy Cool. Diesel. It's fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
It's
The rest.
fucking great.
Chris's fucking. I watched that live when he did his fucking first WWE appearance with a Y2J.
Oh, yeah,
and he
dude. That
went
was me
head to
too.
head with The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Because he pulled it off so great, he didn't become a mid-carder. He became a fucking top guy because he went head to head with The Rock and it was just great. And I love it. At one point he says to The Rock, I don't think it was that one, but he's like, just bring it. Just bring what? A Fig Newton? Like what? like he fucking turned it on The Rock, and The Rock's like, what the fuck? Like
So
great
good.
shit like that. I mean, even Hogan not trying to be funny. Oh, Saturday night we got Hulk Hogan against the Macho Man. What are you? And it's all quiet, and all of a sudden, well, you know me, Gene. And Hogan's spitting all over Gene's face, and Gene is like, what the fuck? Or that cocaine infused Mega Powers handshake. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, brother. I saw the lust in your eyes.
Yes. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's fucking shit. It's just, there's just nothing like it, especially when you experience it for the first time. Nobody was bigger than Hulk Hogan.
Nope.
I and it's sad that a lot of the younger people shit on him. They like the fucking Ricochet and fucking type of wrestling. Hey, let me do a fucking 990 degree fucking somersault, corkscrew fucking
brutal.
somersault. I just, come on. Everything in wrestling now is the fucking sweet chin music fucking leg kick to the face.
Yeah.
I mean, that's everything now. He jumped off the rope and he hopped over the rope and did a fucking barely touched the guy and pushed him. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's
half the women wrestlers. What do? Oh, the prettiest somersault. Dude, that's our finishing move, somersaults off the fucking top rope.
Look, we talked about this, I think, last time you were on the show, about how the women's wrestling, and look, great athletes, that's fine. It's just because they're just a hair slower than the guys, and it's not a rip on them. It looks choreographed, and I don't like wrestling that looks choreographed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, people, the guys are just as bad. Like,
oh yeah,
off the rope.
Sure.
I'm doing fucking backflips and stuff. So the new big guy right now, who's the Samoan werewolf. So because he's athletic and he jumps on the top rope and then bounces off and does a somersault. That's the big move. Like,
right?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, and for me, I like guys like Drew McIntyre. That guy looks like a fucking champion. About 6'4", 6'5", fucking jacked. He can move quick, and he's got power moves. Like the Rock Bottom looked like a power move.
Right.
Stone Cold Stunner. Randy Orton's RKO. Nowadays, like it's just, how many people have the spear as their finishing move, and none of it's any good. The only ones that are any good at it are Goldberg, and now Braun Breaker looks great at it. And it just makes everybody else's spear look stupid.
All right, you know who had a great spear was fucking Rhino.
Yeah, this fucking low center of gravity, fat fucking guy, right? But yeah, you watch current wrestling, right?
Not very often.
You know who the Usos are, right?
Yeah, I know who they are. Yes.
What is their finishing move?
I don't know.
Kick to the face or splash up top, or fucking spears. I mean, come on. Roman Reigns is the spear.
Oh, the
Superman punch. Just.
I'm sorry. Closed fist is illegal.
Yeah. There you go. But at least, and then I like Cena. And Cena gets the fucking Hogan treatment. Oh, boring. He only has 5 moves. I don't give a fuck. Beat him. Right? Same thing they talk about Kevin Nash. Oh, yeah. But he looked like a badass in that fucking.
Yes, he did.
He did. In that ring. And he looked believable.
Yep.
Okay? Kevin Nash is not going to fight like Eddie Guerrero. He shouldn't fight like Eddie Guerrero.
Right, exactly.
Rey Mysterio should not be beating fucking the Big Show for a championship belt. To me, that's just fucking stupid. Okay,
I agree. I agree. But I know. And I'm not even gonna get you started on Punk because I know you hate CM Punk.
Oh my God.
I love CM Punk
with his pencil-like biceps. Fucking walks around like he's got carrying watermelons. Dude, you look like you should be at the ushers, like one of the ushers. You don't look like a fucking heavyweight champion, right? It's just
yeah. But when you're the best
good.
in the world, brother,
best in the world, yeah. At what? I love that line by Nash. Fucking take a shower and hit the gym, whatever he told him.
I fucking love it, Zeus.
Oh God,
dude, I appreciate you coming on last minute like this.
No, not a problem, buddy.
You're always fucking welcome. Check out Shout It OutloudCast and the Dorm Damage, which is out on Wednesdays, and Shout It OutloudCast out on Saturdays. Check out the book, Raise Your Glasses. You can read some very insightful stuff by myself in there. And check out their Patreon and check out my Patreon. It's only $5 a month. Right. I don't have levels. Right. I don't have bullshit. I mean, not that it's bullshit, but fuck, you get it ad free. I mean, what more do you want? And shows that people don't get on
more. Izzy? I mean,
more
come
Izzy.
on.
What more do you want?
Izzy? What more could anyone want?
I have no idea. I mean, look, you have this magnificent mountain of machismo that you can look at right now, or you could hear up to 5 times a week for only $5 a month, ladies and gentlemen. Also, really quick, if you are going to be out here in the Las Vegas area for the Kiss Cruise on Land thing, get your tickets for the Las Vegas Guitar Trade Show because Izzy is hosting that the same weekend at the Silverton. Go to that during the day. Go to the Kiss Fest at night. Have a great time. Buy a guitar. You can buy a guitar there. Take it with you. It's not like NAMM. And then the night before, on Thursday, just go right down the street from your hotel to the dive bar, and the unofficial pre-party is happening with One Last Kiss, featuring a couple members of ACK doing their Kiss show. And hey, look, I'm fucking hosting that. The mega host is. So, dude, just hit up all that kind of stuff. Zeus, always great to see you, my friend. And we'll talk very, very, very soon. Because we always do. And
hey, thank you for giving me this, buddy. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to release these thoughts.
That's what it's all about. And it wasn't mourning. It was having fun, reliving our youth. And just so you know, my buddy, my bass player Mike from One Last Kiss and ACK, he gave me a stack of shirts, and he tried to give me an adult-sized pair of Kiss footy pajamas. I decline.
Well, I'm sure there are several podcasts who would happy accept them.
That's right. But the #1 Kiss podcast, Shout Out Loudcast, would not. We'll talk to you guys next week. On behalf of Zeus, my name is Izzy Presley, and don't ever forget, ladies and gentlemen, when I lack in talent, I make up for the cock.